gave him some bang. Ooh, he's bleeding out. Running up his thing. Bro gave him some bang. Ooh, he's bleeding out. Running up his thing.
Well, the Royal Ascot, ladies and gentlemen, where posh hats soar higher than common sense, and apparently fists now fly faster than champagne corks. Welcome back to Meghan and Harry Tales, where we sip the tea piping hot. And today, my darlings, that tea has been body slammed directly into the Queen's rose garden. Buckle in, because what began as a regal day of horsing around turned into the Eton Brawl 2025. Ah, Royal Ascot. The grass is greener, the hats are wider, and the horses run very, very fast. It's the pinnacle of the summer social calendar, a pageant of tradition and British society at its most polished and, let's be honest, most peculiar. But the horses are only half the story. Royal Ascot is a grand stage for human theatre. Here, appearances matter. The right hat, the right enclosure, the right company. It's a game of status played under the English sun. This year, on June 21st, the performance took an unexpected turn. The facade of decorum didn't just crack, it shattered. What began as genteel sport descended into something far more primal. The day promised thrilling races, but delivered a spectacle far more human and far more entertaining than anyone expected. Our story begins not on the racetrack, but in the royal enclosure, the VIP lounge of the equestrian world. Here, amidst the pinnacle of British high society, the curtain rose on a drama of pride, prestige, and a rather comfortable-looking chair. The day began with cinematic order, sun shining, crowds vibrant, hats outrageous, and gentlemen clustered in serious conversation. In the royal enclosure, waiters glided with champagne and canapes, conversations were hushed, and etiquette reigned. Lord Ashworth, Ashy Ponsonby Smythe, a man of lineage and lavender socks, mingled with Sir Reginald Reggie Blackwood Croft, a tech-made aristocrat. They were pillars of the establishment, moving with practised ease, exchanging pleasantries and air kisses. No one suspected these paragons of politeness were about to become the stars of a most undignified show. The stage was set, the champagne poured, and the audience blissfully unaware. The day's main event would not involve a jockey and a whip, but two grown men and a very desirable seat. Sometimes the real drama isn't on the track, it's in the scramble for the best view. The conflict began, as many do, over a single plush chair in a VIP box. Lord Ashworth returned to find Sir Reggie occupying his coveted seat. "I do believe you're in my seat," Ashy said, voice icy with politeness. "I see no name upon it," Reggie replied, smiling thinly. "Possession is 9/10 of the law." The temperature dropped. Polite words turned to pointed barbs about ancestors and fashion faux pas. Ashy tried to reclaim his chair. Reggie swatted his hand, and a glass of champagne splashed across a duchess's hat. The gasp was audible over the crowd. In the scuffle, Ashy's monocle, a family heirloom, flew through the air and was crushed under Reggie's shoe. "My eyepiece, you bounder!" Ashy cried, lunging. Decorum lay in tatters, much like the monocle. The battle of the box seat had begun, and it was far more thrilling than any race. The royal enclosure had never seen such chaos, and the world was about to see it all. All this chaos unfolded in full view of the royal box. King Charles watched with masterful restraint, binoculars raised, the picture of calm curiosity. Prince William's jaw tightened, torn between horror and laughter. Queen Camilla whispered to her aide, eyes twinkling with amusement. Palace aides exchanged frantic glances, unsure how to intervene. There's no protocol for aristocrats wrestling over a chair. It was a glorious tear in the fabric of royal decorum. The royals kept calm and carried on, embodying British composure. The spectacle was unscripted, magnificent, and utterly unforgettable. Sometimes the best entertainment isn't planned, and sometimes the monarchy just has to watch. In the age of smartphones, discretion is dead. Before Ashy could mourn his monocle, dozens of phones captured the chaos. The footage hit the internet at lightning speed. #Ascot Brawl trended worldwide within the hour. Memes exploded. Ashy and Reggie as Fight Club, King Charles as a bemused spectator. Videos added dramatic soundtracks and Attenborough-style narration. The incident became a global joke, uniting people in gleeful mockery. For the palace press office, it was a nightmare. The monarchy's image was threatened not by scandal, but by slapstick. The internet had run wild, and there was no catching it. As the digital dust settled, a deeper conversation emerged. What if the brawl's protagonist had been Meghan, Duchess of Sussex? The tone would have been far less forgiving. Headlines would scream scandal, not slapstick. Her every gesture would be scrutinised, motives questioned, and background dissected. Meanwhile, Ashy and Reggie's fight was dismissed as eccentric upper-class antics. Boys will be boys, even at 60, some chuckled. The double standard was glaring. The Ascot Brawl, in its absurdity, shone a light on these uncomfortable truths. Sometimes a silly fight reveals more than it intends. So, what does this episode tell us? Not the downfall of the monarchy, but a reminder that everyone is human. Even in the most exclusive enclosures, pride and ego can erupt over a comfy chair. The royal family's amused composure made them relatable, just a father and son watching chaos unfold. This wasn't a sign of decay, but of life, a moment of unscripted reality in a staged world. Tradition isn't fragile, it can survive a public scuffle and a viral meme. The British establishment will absorb this scandal and carry on. The Great Ascot Brawl gave us drama, comedy and a cast of unforgettable characters. It gave us something to laugh about and talk about. In turbulent times, what more could you want from a day at the races? So, chin up, and if you see a good seat, be polite, but be quick. Subscribe for more royal ridiculousness. And remember, when they go low, we go viral. Until next time, stay unbothered, stay brilliant, and as always, Team Sussex, always.